What is Embers on the Rocks? For those who don't know, and for those who actually do know, if you read what's on my hat, I thoroughly enjoy an activity that relates to a bad boy that looks like this. And I'm not going to discuss that on this channel. And the reason behind it is because things are changing in the whole universe when it comes to YouTube. But this is something I always had in mind to do for the longest of time. This was my standpoint of idea for maybe a year. Yeah, I'll say about a year. When I first got into this word, I always paired it with coffee. You have your coffees. You can have it with an espresso. You can have it with a sweeter espresso. There's so many things you could do with this little universe, and why not explore it? There's so much things to do with coffee. There's so much things to do with liqueurs and spirits, and it's just a world out there that I always wanted to journey and explore. Embers of the Rock is essentially going to be that. So if you are a big fan of said coffees, or like I said, espressos, if you like for me to talk about and review exotic and rare spirits, you can only get this in Puerto Rico. You can't get this nowhere else in the world. The only way you can get this bad boy is if you go to the The only way for you to get this bad boy is to go to the distillery in Puerto Rico that's neighboring Viejo San Juan, and that is the Bacardi factory. Unless you go into the Bacardi factory anytime soon, this bad boy cannot be found nowhere else. And I have a few other spirits that are kind of exclusive. But this channel is going to kind of take that journey with a combination of actually me sitting down, hopefully down the line, with the people of Bacardi, sitting down with the people of Hennessy, sitting down with the people of whiskeys and bourbons and coffees, and I don't know, talking to the person who probably runs or a spokesperson from Cafe Bustelo, because this is on every single Hispanic's blood. There's at least 25% this in that vein. In all Hispanics veins, there's 25% of this in there. This is not a sponsorship. I will listen. Bustelo, por favor, please sponsor me. Not gonna go there, but this journey is gonna be weird. There's gonna be times where I hit you with weird things to review that deals with just things you can put in the cup. And yes, I put Embers on the Rock because that sounds a little more classier. And yes, this channel will have a little bit more class than my typical self on my gaming side. My gaming side, or my gaming persona, is gonna be way different than it is on this channel occasionally, because this channel will be also featuring people who are music artists and other content creators, meaning people who I couldn't fit in this channel will come here, because there's only so much people you can talk about with this topic in hand, and I don't want to have people grow stale with that type of content. And it's a 1000% big, I guess you could say, passion of mine, and I wouldn't want anybody to lose that passion. But anyways, this is Embers in the Rock. Embers in the Rock will feature music artists, DJs, coffee reviews, liqueur reviews, weird stuff like black water. And yes, this is black water. These are the bubbles. There you go. See, this is black water. This is gonna be my first review. I'm gonna actually record this after I'm done with this introduction to the channel. We're gonna explore the worlds of content creators, of why they picked that genre. This doesn't have to essentially, it's not gonna be only gamers who I'm gonna have different creators that I have connections with, who I gain connections with, and I'll bring them here to actually sit down and talk with them. And as well as music artists and, like I said, coffee makers. One of the first places I will be traveling to which also, like I said, I will be traveling with this channel as well. I have a god brother that owns a restaurant, and that episode I will show you guys. I'm personally gonna go to his restaurant that he owns, which is at the moment highly successful in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm gonna sit down with him. He's gonna break down his ideas of what went into his restaurant, and that's what essentially this channel is gonna be about. Anything that has relations to this, or things you could probably make a concept with, because coffee pairs with this, spirits pairs with this, food you can pair it with this. You get notes of food and this thing right here. This is essentially going to be a branch from the channel that is here, but it's going to be mostly me independently, since this is something I always wanted to do, and I'm going to have a little more freedom, have ideas that I could just do spontaneously. And like I said, nothing's changing with this channel, nothing at all. I'm still going to have Innocent by my side. We're still going to keep on doing more episodes, but with this channel itself, it's going to help me essentially just spontaneous do things, and me track down things like black water, or track down rare coffees and exotic coffees, and just review it and just tell you the notes. And then I'm gonna bring that to this channel. If it's a nice coffee I like, I'll tell Innocent about it. We'll then get the same coffee, and then we'll pair it. We'll lead you from this channel to Six of Fire and tell you, hey, we're gonna pair Bustelo coffee with A, and that's it. Anyways, 7 minutes. I don't want to make this too lengthy of an intro to this channel. Hope you guys are ready for this journey. I already have a few people lined up. One's a gamer, and those coming from the gaming channel who's watching this intro, just know that I have a goon on the way. I'll leave it at that. Hope you guys are ready for Embers on the Rock and this amazing journey we will start having right in the next few years. I have so many things planned out, and so many people that actually wants to collaborate, and this is going to open a lot of doors with content, with creators, with artists, with brands of just different types of spirits, coffees, and even like it could be different types of things, even teas. There's going to be no restriction. Anything that's a consumable that is liquefied, I'm going to review it. If I manage to get the owners behind the name, I'll sit down with them, ask them why. But peace out, guys. I'm Rick. Love your faces.